Hi everybody, it's Brooks Forster. We're at the Vanity Fair pre-Oscar party benefiting the Regional Food Bank of Oklahoma. Would deserve an interview from a tall person.
To be able to talk to you.
Great.
I can look in the eye.
Yeah, are you, how tall are you? Are you higher than 6'6"?
I'm 6'7".
You're 6'7".
Yeah, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Oh, keep trying.
Yeah,
I was there for, blimey, I was 14.
14.
It was a good height. It's a good height, but this is better.
At what time did you? What height did you? Or when did you peak?
Do you know what? I honestly can say that I think 6'4" to 6'6" is the optimum height for a gentleman. I was there for a little while. I enjoyed it. I was happy to. I would have happily stopped there. Unfortunately, I just kept on going.
Well, I don't want to make the whole interview just about our height, but I feel like sometimes when I'm dancing, no matter what I do, I feel like Ichabod Crane. Do you have a similar experience? It could be a different character?
Not at all. I used to be a very enthusiastic dancer. I used to love taking to the dance floor. And then I was dancing once in a club, and I saw there was a mirrored wall. I wasn't a strip club. Yeah. I was just in a club.
You were painting that picture.
I was, yeah. And there was a mirrored wall, and I saw myself dancing, and I was about 2 feet taller than almost everyone else on the dance floor, and I suddenly felt like a high school teacher having a dance with the kids, the prom.
You're like, I'm not chaperoning this thing, I'm a part of the thing.
So I've stopped dancing since then.
Well, you killed it on your lip sync on the Jimmy Fallon show.
Thank you very much.
I think that was one of my favorite moments. I can't say your dance moves were necessarily on point, but you killed the lip syncing.
I think if you look back at that tape again, and I'd like you to review that when you get home tonight, you'll find that actually for a big, tall British man, my dance moves are not too bad. They're surprising. They're better than you perhaps should have expected.
Okay, now you write, you direct, you're a comedian, you do stand-up. Which of those is your favorite to do, or is there kind of mixed, enjoyment between all three?
I used to be one of those people that was always bored whatever I was doing. If I was writing, I wanted to be acting. If I was acting, I wanted to be directing, and so on. Now, I've realized over the years, the thing I do enjoy the most is the writing. Because the writing is, you've got a blank piece of paper and you have to fill it with some stuff, and by the end of it there is a script and hopefully a project comes from that. And in all of the other aspects of the process, I don't know, you're always a bit frustrated. As an actor, you're kind of stuck in your trailer a lot. As a director, there's a lot of pressure. But in your room writing, it's a very satisfying process.
So do you write some things that you go, God, this is never going to see the light of day, either do the subject matter or the characters that you've written, or do you find some way to make it happen?
I used to do that, and increasingly now I try not to really put pen to paper unless I think it's an idea that's worth exploring, because it's a huge time commitment, and you put a lot of your heart and soul into it.
Totally. Well,
I'm thinking about stuff I'm writing right now, even as I'm talking to you. I'm not really listening to your questions.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a tricky Act 2 problem I've got to solve.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what are you working on right now? Anything that we can hear about?
I'm working on a couple of screenplays, one of which is very close to being to sort of getting off the ground. So I don't want to jinx it by telling you too much about it, but you'll be the first to know.
That's great. So do you enjoy coming to these types of parties?
I live for these sort of parties. I got into show business to put on a suit that's a little bit too small for me, and walking on a red carpet where men who have just been told my name shout enthusiastically as though they knew my name.
So having that experience, or someone shouting out their name like enthusiastically as if they know you, are there some people that you hope do actually know you? Is that like, I hear comedians tend to like bond to other comedians at parties. Do you have that same approach?
Yes, I tend to look for familiar faces at these things. I get a little bit anxious. And I think when you first get into show business, this is the stuff that you assume it's all about. And then actually, as time goes on, these are always very nice. It's nice to talk to you, and it's nice to sort of go in and have some free drink. But in the end, funnily enough, I'll be enjoying the writing tomorrow, and probably more so than even the parties.
Now, are you on any social media other than Twitter and Instagram? Do you do Snapchat or some obscure social media?
I tried to do Snapchat. I couldn't understand what was going on.
Really?
I mean, I don't want to sound old, but I was confused. I was thinking, who am I? Well, I feel like I'm going to do something wrong, and then I'm going to do something pornographic. And I don't know how. I just know it's going to occur. Yeah. I'm going to press it at the wrong time as I'm getting out of the shower, and I'm going to offend people.
DJ Khaled is pretty big on Snapchat. I don't know what his handle is, but if you need a somewhat appropriate or inappropriate, I think he's your man.
Oh, he does a lot of that sort of stuff?
Apparently.
Who am I doing Snapchat to? Friends or the general public?
It depends on if you're open or if you're private, just like your Instagram.
Right. So every time I post on Instagram, Snapchat, if it's out to the general public, they can see it.
Yeah, my story is to the public, and then if you're open as well, you can have other friends or open people.
Seems a lot of effort for what lasts about 3 seconds. I see people, they put a lot of effort into it, and then it's gone, and that does seem weird to me.
So true, but I think that's the same way with Twitter, and you're on Twitter a lot.
I'm not anymore. I just, you know what I found is
You're doing a lot of retweets.
I'm doing a lot of retweets, but I found what would happen is I would think of something like mildly amusing to tweet while I'm sat on the toilet, and I would tweet it, and then people write back like, "That wasn't very funny," and you're like, "It was free while I was on the toilet. I'm writing the funny stuff. That's what I get paid for. That was free."
So do you also watch and go like, "Oh man, only 5 people liked that. I thought that was really funny."
Not really, no.
That happens to me. I go like, only 10. That was good. That was a good tweet.
Yeah, I find it very stressful tweeting. Or the whole social media thing. I like reading other people's. I find because it's not the thing I'm thinking of. You know, it's like, I got to start writing stuff. I'm not thinking of things that I can express in 140 characters.
Well, I'm really excited to see whatever it is that you are currently writing.
Thank you.
I'm a fan. I think all your stuff.
It's one of the best tweets ever. It's just taken me 6 months to work on it.
It's
really
8,437
exactly.
characters.
Yeah.
Couldn't fit on Twitter, so I wrote a sitcom about it.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah,
well, hey, thank you for spending some time with us.
course.
Have fun with the party.
I appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it. Have a good one. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give us a quick thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, and in the comments below, tell us your favorite charity.